Today we have 10 masterpiece fragrances that you have never heard of, most likely anyway. On this channel, I have my usual favorites of fragrances that I feel are very unique and specific to us in School of Scent. The stuff that I really like to put you guys onto to make you stand out and explore new things, new ideas in the fragrance community. Today we have 10 fragrances that I'm going to try and match them all together in a similar theme as each other, so each fragrance group kind of has its own section in the video. Hopefully, by exploring any one of these fragrances I recommend today, you guys are likely to get something that you will think is your new favorite, something that you're very likely to like, something that I think is quite safe, something that really stands out in the industry. And I'm really hoping you guys will just go ahead and sample at least one of these and get a new fragrance in your collection, hopefully. So let's begin. Make sure you get Atrium's next summertime fragrance, Mr. Radiance, which you can do so through the link in the description and pinned comment down below. This is the first ever real oud mango aquatic fragrance ever made. You can get it for only 5 days through pre-order, and it comes with a complimentary sample to try the fragrance out first. Click the link in the description down below, guys. Thank you. An underrated hidden gem is Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. I am kidding. Let's actually begin the video. We'll start off with a summer-focused fragrance, which is Memoirs of a Perfume Collector, Trouble in Paradise. If you want unique, tropical, easy-to-love perfumery that's niche and long-lasting, get this fragrance. I repeat, get this fragrance. One of the best from this brand, along with Tales from Zanzibar. Tales from Zanzibar focuses on guava, Trouble in Paradise focuses on mango, mixed with oud, mixed with rum, mixed with amber, caramel, super interesting note breakdown that just smells beautiful, musky, warm, tropical. So it's like a summertime fragrance that has a balance of both the warmth and the freshness, making it a really good signature to wear both in the day and night. This would be incredibly sexy on a date, just at night in general as well, which makes it very useful. It has some sweetness in there, super high quality, super easy to like at the same time. I love these kind of creative scents that are still really easy to enjoy. I get around 8 hours longevity with a medium projection. I think this is unisex, leaning a little bit masculine. If you're a classy, refined individual who wants to upgrade his summer collection, this is the fragrance for you. Lattafa's Oud, Honor and Glory. This fragrance has been popping up recently on the channel many times. That's because I want to try and increase the hype. I know some of you might think to yourselves, I've heard of these fragrances, how can you say I've never heard of them? Not everyone lives in your world. A lot of people still don't know about this scent. I want more people to know about it. It's a very affordable, unique signature. For both genders, it works as a unisex scent. Really interesting, unique notes of pineapple, again, tropical, some powdery cinnamon, a creamy creme brulee note in here, woody, a little bit Middle Eastern, but overall it's just very fun, balanced, playful. This is a super unique signature that works all year round. In the summertime, it's more of a nighttime scent, I would say, because of that pineapple and sweetness. I think it works better in the night, summer times. Overall, I think this is just such an incredible smelling, incredible value fragrance. It's so cheap, yet it smells much higher quality than its price tag. With 8 hours longevity and medium projection as well, I don't really see any faults with this fragrance. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. One of the best cheap fragrances out there. I wish more people would be put onto it. I think this is incredible, and you really need to know this fragrance. 32% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys want to see our channel grow, to really help us out, click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you. Loewe 7 Cobalt. Another one of my recent hype beast favorites that I don't stop talking about. You might be annoyed at me by this point, but I will say for the blue market, you need to focus more on this scent. Instead of your other sharp, fresh, sporty blue scents like YEDP or even Dylan Blue, I would say get this instead. This is the best fresh and bright blue scent out there. A very playful take on that kind of sporty DNA, made more masculine with the pepper in here and more sexy with the fruit notes in here. So it's fruity, peppery, blue perfumery. Really handsome. It's a very Mediterranean smelling kind of blue scent. If you want a really handsome, sort of Mediterranean reminding kind of fragrance, sort of something you'd imagine a Spanish brand like this would come out with. This is pure handsomeness in a bottle. It's super sexy. If you want big compliments, go for this fragrance. It lasts around 6 to 8 hours of medium projection. It's never overly synthetic. It's very natural and nicely blended, especially for a blue scent. Arabian Oud Signature Man. While 7 Cobalt might be the sporty, fresh blue alternative, this might be the alternative to Western, deep amber-based fragrances like Bleu de Chanel in the blue category. This is not necessarily blue, it kind of is. It smells like a very well-rounded Middle Eastern scent. This is a Saudi brand, and I can imagine a very handsome Middle Eastern prince would wear something like this. Super handsome, masculine, cardamom, romantic, spicy perfumery, kind of reminding you of something like La Nuit de l'Homme, but mixed with more freshness, some citruses up top, and a deep, warm ambroxan that's never annoying. It's sort of like they took the idea of Dior Sauvage and made it not annoying. But overall, it smells very Middle Eastern. Very warm, piercing. It has a cashmere in here as well, I think. That just smells like a very elegant silk is used in this perfume. It's sort of like they've bottled that scent in a perfume. And I think this is just one of the best alternatives to something like Bleu de Chanel. It's not a clone at all. It's not a clone. It's not a clone. Let me just emphasize that. But it's sort of like a Middle Eastern signature for a guy who wants to smell handsome. You want beastly performance. You want beastly perfumery here. 12 hours longevity, medium projection. You can use this most of the year round, but don't go more than 3 sprays. It's super strong. So yes, it is more expensive, but you don't need as big a bottle. So you kind of save money by just going for a 50 ml. It kind of all works out in that way. Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. This was the landmark debut by Zaharoff. I think the brand is just fantastic in general. You really should check them out if you can. Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme smells to me like a clean lavender-based barbershop perfume, made a little bit more deep and interesting and Middle Eastern, with really interesting notes like the myrrh in here. I think it might be Opoponax. There's ambery resinous fragrance notes in here that remind you of the Middle East, as well as oud in here as well. So this is super impressive, super long-lasting, clean, balanced signature perfumery, 12 hours longevity with a soft to medium projection, perfect for the office, perfect for anywhere in general actually. If you want to smell classy, refined and distinct, there's nothing else that really smells like this, which is super impressive. A really creative scent. I give big credit to Zaharoff for making this. Let's go a little bit more romantic with Mancera's Amore Caffè. I don't stop talking about this fragrance either. I always say, oh my God, it's beautiful. If you love fragrances like Noir Extreme by Tom Ford, this is another scent to check out. There's not a clone or anything, not really similar, but it sort of reminds me of that fragrance because of how creative this is. This uses coffee in the best way possible. This is probably my favorite coffee scent out there by far. Balanced, unique coffee perfumery here that uses notes like tiramisu, amaretto liqueur, brown sugar, vanilla in here. It's sweet, it's dense, it's multifaceted, but at the same time, it never gets cloying. Even though it'll use a lot of synthetics here to get these notes, it doesn't smell overly synthetic, which is really impressive. Mancera in the past, I've always criticized them for how synthetic they are, but this is one of their more recent releases, and I think they've absolutely smashed it. They've really created something that's probably their best scent yet. So if you like Mancera, if you like these interesting ideas I'm mentioning here, check out Amore Caffè. 8 hours longevity with a softer projection, a great date night scent for both genders. Alexandria Fragrances, Hafez, 1984. This house is usually a clone brand, but this is one of their original creations. And Hafez 1984 has been a massive compliment getter for me. If you want loud, really distinct, piercing perfumery with a smoky, ashy tobacco that's very sweet with vanilla, a nice balance there, this is a fragrance you should check out. It's affordable, it smells incredibly high quality, it smells niche, whilst performing like a beast as well. 12 hours longevity with a medium to loud projection. 2 sprays, it makes this a room filler. So honestly, you probably don't even need more than a 30 ml like what I'm holding here. Some main notes in here, as I said, are smoky, ashy tobacco, vanilla, spices, a boozy note in here as well, to overall make this really creative Oriental style family fragrance that smells a little bit Middle Eastern, very piercing. It is not a subtle or shy fragrance. It's an attention grabber, a head turner for sure. You can wear them 3 out of 4 seasons. I wouldn't say this works that well in summertime, but if you want big compliments, this will do it for you. Definitely more masculine, kind of reminiscent of Red Tobacco, more in the opening though, but overall I definitely prefer this over something like Red Tobacco, one of my favorite tobacco scents. Penhaligon's Blazing Mr Sam. Whilst Hafez is more piercing and attacking, this is a more subdued, spicy, Middle Eastern-esque scent. Dry, spicy woods with a soft amber to round it all out. This is a very elegant but safe, easy to understand, evening scent. This is their original creation of Hafez, in my opinion, but just made a little bit more easy to appreciate. Dry but delicious, masculine, elegant perfumery. If you like spicy fragrances, this might be a scent that you need to check out. It's not got the best performance, around 6 hours with a soft and medium projection, but for the occasions I imagine most people to wear this in, I think that'd be fine. I would say 3 out of 4 seasons this works. It's probably not the best in the summertime, but you can probably still get away with it. Moving up a little higher in the elegance ladder is Penhaligon Sartorial. A very different style by Penhaligons, a very different section of their collection. This is one of their older scents, I believe, and one of their best still to this day. If you like barbershop scents, this is probably a very safe blind buy for you. You can just go ahead and blind buy this. Clean iron shirt musks is what I get straight away, with barbershop clean soapy lavender perfumery and a very distinct honey note in here as well. The bottle presentation is pure elegance, pure class, as is the scent DNA. If you want one of the best office fragrances ever made, this is the fragrance to do it for you. It's got a creative twist on that barbershop DNA, and it performs well around 8 hours with a soft projection, whereas most of the year round, maybe not in the summertime either. And lastly, Amouage's Jubilation 40. So if you're a Jubilation 25 fan, obviously you've heard of this scent, but not a lot of people have actually learned about this. I feel like this is sort of like the final boss of perfumery. If you want to just splash out, get big spending going for your fragrances, this is the fragrance to do it for. I would say don't waste your money on things like Louis Vuitton. I think that brand is overpriced in general. Something like Amouage, most of the time you're getting quality, you're getting what you pay for, and Jubilation 40 matches this. This is a £400 fragrance, so definitely sample it first, but if you want just the best ingredients in the world, a very easy to understand DNA, but that's still complex and will never get boring, and it can be worn as a signature all year round, maybe not in the summertime. Summertime might be a little bit intense, but you can wear it most of the year round, and it lasts a long time also. This is just the masterful signature you're looking for. Really expensive notes like myrrh, popanax, oud in here. It uses beautiful florals. Honey, I think, is in here. There's also fruity notes to make it really sexy and attractive and fun. It also has real oud in here, but it's never too challenging. This is just beautiful, easy to love perfumery that never gets boring, as I said. I think this is one of the best scents, one of the most loved DNAs in the Amouage brand in general. And I get at least 8 hours with a soft and medium projection. This has gotten me compliments before, and I just think this smells like money. If you want to smell like royalty, like luxury, there's no other fragrance I can imagine that does it better than this. And that concludes this video, guys. What are your thoughts on my hidden gem fragrances that I've suggested to you today? Did you learn about any new fragrances you didn't know about before? Are there any that you're going to check out? Again, I think if you check any one of these, you are most likely going to love them. That's the kind of the choice selection that I've made today. That's how I've gone about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous video on 10 out of 10 fragrances. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.